Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Now in this video, I have gameplay for you guys using the Mx9 with the Patriot Mastercraft variant on it, basically variant, and then once you put the Patriot on, you can choose either between the reactive camo, take it personally, or the Soldier of Fortune Mastercraft. So that's what it is. I have the Patriot variant and then the Soldier of, what is it called? It's kind of confused how they do in this game. The Soldier of Fortune Mastercraft. So pretty cool stuff. I want to talk about whether this special order, because this is available for purchase right now for like 3 more days. I want to talk about the special orders in general, whether they're worth it, what they give you, and everything I unlock, because it's not just the weapon, you get some other stuff, but the other stuff really isn't that good. And in terms of the black market revamp, which should be coming on Tuesday, they didn't really say too much about altering these special orders. You know what they're doing with the streamline and the contraband, basically the levels of the battle pass sort of thing for this event. I think that's very, very good. But as far as the other aspects of the black market, the blackjack shop really doesn't have too much in it, and the special orders are kind of ridiculous and a little bit overpriced, or they don't really give you a bang for your buck. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. If you guys could smack a like on this thing, I would really, really appreciate that. Let's go for 1,500 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. And let's talk about it. So in this gameplay, you can see me using this variant. Thing about it is I am using the Mx9 Patriot, and I am using it without a elo sight. Basically, my reasoning behind that is because that I wanted to use it without an elo sight so that essentially you can see the difference in the variant with the iron sights. Because much like World War II, these variants are, in brackets and quotations, cosmetic only, but they really do affect the weapon by changing the default sight. However, that doesn't really give you too much in this game. We're going to go all depth into that. So yeah, smack the like, subscribe. I appreciate all that. I'll probably have another video out later for you guys. And okay, so with the Mx9 Patriot, the default sight you have on it is pretty cool. As you can see, in my opinion, the default sight is better than the normal default sight of the Mx9. It makes it just more polished and easier to aim, in my personal opinion. However, because of you getting that, it doesn't really give you much. And what I mean by that is by not using an elo sight, you free up one spot in your setup, right? But freeing up one slot doesn't really do too much, really. What you do when you free up one spot on a class setup, for example, is you can either, if you already have 3 perks, you can't add another perk, because to add a 4th perk, you have to use a wild card and then the perks. That's 2 slots. To add another attachment is 2 slots. You can't do that. To add a secondary is like pretty much what you can do. So you can either add a secondary, which is kind of pointless anyway, or you could take off your 3rd perk and slap on another attachment, which is what I kind of chose to do. And the setup that I rock with this Mx9 Patriot, and this is for like a setup you can run with any sort of weapon that you don't certainly need an elo with, that you like the default sight on. And you can see I have it decked out with the 2 best perks in the game, in my opinion, as of right now. Gung Ho is miles above everything else, and then Tac Mask. And then I just smash this thing out with attachments, which is kind of needed on an SMG, because this gun without attachments is pretty weak, but when you slap on a long barrel, hybrid mags, a rapid fire, and a stock combined with the already great strafe speed of an SMG, this becomes good. So let's talk about, because I like the default sights, doesn't mean this thing is worth it. Now the special order is called the Ultra Mx9, and basically what the special order gives you, I've completed the special order, and I'll show up on screen. You get 11 total items, and it costs $10, okay? Mainly, and I'll show you guys right now what everything that I got. Basically, the first couple of stuff, it's just all emblems and calling cards, a couple of outfits, war paints, and stuff like that. But majority of stuff that I care about in this game are camos, variants, sometimes outfits and stuff like that, weapons. I don't really care about, you know, common tags or common stickers too much, and that's what you get a lot of. And then when it comes down to the last weapon, you do get the Mastercraft, which comes with the signature weapon Patriot, as well as the Mastercraft Soldier of Fortune, which also comes with that reactive camo. So you sort of get 3 different wraps for your gun, as well as a different default sight. So in my opinion, three different exclusive camos, I guess you could call them, even though one of them is just straight up red, so that one kind of doesn't, you know, isn't too good. But if you're getting 10 items that we really don't care about at all, and then we're talking about the one item that matters, which is the variant, as well as the 3 different camos. 3 camos and a new variant for $10. Sure, you know, it doesn't seem too bad, but when you realize that this Mx9 Patriot was already available, I think it was like a pre-order bonus, and it's basically recycled content into this game, that's where it starts to get ridiculous. And the first time they came out, they charged for 2 variants $20, and that was for a pistol and a Maddox variant. So pistol variant should be worth less because people are going to use them less, of course. And plus, when they're already in the game, I think that's ridiculous to be recycling content in this first month. And my suggestion for these special orders is, number one, if I pay $10, we can say about the price, whatever. It's a little bit overpriced, I would say, as of right now. So even if it was a new variant, it's just a variant. $10 for a variant seems a little bit too much, I think, in my opinion. Especially when you already paid $60 for the game, possibly for the Black Ops Pass, all the DLC, and all that sort of stuff. So my solution would be, number one, if you buy something from a special order, you shouldn't have to pay $10 and then you still have to level up 11 levels to get to the final weapon. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense, and I compare it much like going to McDonald's, driving through the drive-thru and say, can I get a quarter pounder with cheese? And they say, for sure, just hop through this window and make it. That doesn't really make sense. You're paying to get the weapon. They're making it right now where you have to pay to then grind to a weapon. It doesn't make any logical sense, and honestly I think that they're going to revamp these because people aren't buying special orders. So in my opinion, that first special order with the 2 old variants for $20, a complete rip off. This one, the MX9 for $10, it's not that bad if you don't have this variant already. Personally, I bought it just so I could make a video on it, but like I said, the way the class steps are designed in this game, by getting a gun with a better default sight, and that's like the only gameplay advantage, and although they say it's cosmetic only, that is a gameplay advantage, right? If you have a sight that's better, or to you personally even, it's up to personal preference, I think that could be really good. So in my solution, I think that the Contraband is going to be updated on Tuesday. It's going to look absolutely amazing. They're going to have 100 levels, 3 DLC weapons. I'm not too concerned with that. Blackjack Shop, I think they're eventually going to start updating that stuff, sort of like Fortnite, and making it so there's more. The outfits don't work. This isn't Fortnite. Your outfits aren't very cool. This is a first-person game, and maybe outfits could work for Blackout, even though that's still first-person, if they were super cool. Camos is what people want. I know there's camos and stuff coming to Blackout. Camos and variants should be in the daily items. For example, the Mx9 Patriot, that should have been a featured item, and they should have charged, $5 or $7 for it, and get the 3 different camos and the variant, instead of putting in special orders. Special orders, in my opinion, if you want to do stuff where you purchase it and then you have to earn it, that's okay, but you have to adjust the price. The price should be lower if I have to work for it right after. For example, another special order they have in here right now is the Venganza, which contains 10 items, including the Venganza outfit, and they kind of hide some of the items behind reserves, which reserves, from my experience, they're not like supply drops at all. I've gone through the Contraband, and I'm at like level 161 or something, and yeah, I'm looking through my reserves right now, and you guys can look through yours as well. They're pretty much all garbage. I mean, some of them are cool, actually. The Slapshot common sticker is cool, but then again, even a cool sticker, it doesn't really matter too much. The main thing we got from this battle pass were those couple of variants, so I really think that special orders are something that's one where you can't really disguise it, because it's a straight up price, and that's why they sort of messed up with their first one. Even with this one, $10, is it worth it? I mean, it's up to you personally. I know a lot of people probably have this variant already. The reason why I did it is because I'm a fan of variants, and they're so limited in this game. And that's my big consensus and message for this, is that it looks like they're going to be doing this with the Contraband, with the DLC weapons, but with not only DLC weapons, throw in some more operator mods, throw in some more camos, throw in some more variants, throw in some more Mastercrafts, whatever you call signature weapons. It's so confusing. They have so many different things. Start uploading those and making more of those at a higher rate, because these are just in-game items. The design team at Treyarch is very talented. They can design stuff like this all damn day long, and that's why it's pretty cool, to do that. I like this camo. I like how, the reactive camo you get. Even the Mastercraft camo is moving, and there's so much potential they can do. Remember, think back to Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, weaponized 115, bacon camo, party rock camo. If you guys remember those, leave in the comment section down below. What was this is a question for people that have watched all the way to the end of the video. What is your favorite camo from Black Ops 2? That's interesting, because stuff like that's what they should be bringing back into the item shop, and selling camos for $2 to $3. People would be buying those, and people want, I want to spend money on this game. It's just when they're sort of out of touch with the community when it comes to DLC, and it's weird because with patches they've been really good, but I think with DLC it's different, because that's where the big dollars are. I mean, we're talking hundreds of millions, billions of dollars. The one thing with all DLC content, and by the way, with the update coming on December 11th to PS4, Xbox and PC users have to wait another week to get that sort of stuff. Other than patch updates, patch notes, they have to get the DLC a week later, and not just DLC maps, I'm talking variants, all that sort of stuff, and that's just ridiculous on my opinion as well, but those things are sort of set in stone and we have to work around them. So in my opinion, is this weapon worth it? It's up to you. In general, are special orders worth it? Probably not. And if I was looking for new guns, new variants, I would probably just hold off and wait until December 11th. I mean, if you love the MX9, yes, buy this variant. It's worth it for you because it has an awesome sight on it and cool camo. So if you're an MX9 fan, I think yes, it is worth it, right? But when it comes down to December 11th on PS4, the 18th on Xbox and PC, we're gonna need a lot of more cool stuff. And that's just my opinion as special orders as of right now. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next one, and I'm out. Peace.